The maxillary incisors are 4 in number, with the central incisor placed on either sides of the midline. The chief function of the maxillary incisors are cutting and shear. From the labial aspect, the length of the crown is 10 mm and the length of the root is 13 mm. The mesiodistal width of the crown is 8.5 mm at the broadest area, and towards the cervical line it is around 6 mm. The mesial outline from the labial aspect is less convex, with a crest of curvature located towards the mesio-incisal angle, and the distal outline is usually more convex and the crest of curvature is located towards the middle third of the crown. The mesio-incisal angle is usually sharp and the disto-incisal angle is blunt, and this helps in delineating the right and the left maxillary central incisors. The incisal outline is more regular, and initially when the tooth erupts, it has 3 protuberances on the incisal surface corresponding to the developmental lobes, and this represents the mamelons. But as the tooth comes into occlusion, these get attrited and fade away. The cervical line is usually more regular and it is semicircular in shape. The root is usually conical with a sharp apex, and the mesial and the distal outlines of the root are more regular. The lingual aspect is exactly reverse of what you see on the labial aspect. So just beneath the cervical line, you have a smooth convexity representing the cingulum, which continues downwards as a shallow concavity called as the lingual fossa. And on either side, the cingulum continues as a linear elevation on the mesial side as a mesial marginal ridge and the distal side as a distal marginal ridge. And on the incisal edge, again you have a linear elevation representing your linguo-incisal ridge. And between this is lodged the lingual fossa with boundaries mesially as mesial marginal ridge, distally as distal marginal ridge, incisally as the incisal ridge, and cervically with the cingulum. The crown and the root tapers towards the lingual portion, and hence on the cross section the tooth appears almost triangular in shape, with the base of the triangle facing the labial side and the apex of the triangle facing the lingual side. From the mesial aspect, the crown is wedge shaped, with the base of the triangle towards the cervical end and the apex facing your incisal ridge. A line drawn bisecting the apex of the root and the incisal edge of the crown usually bisects the tooth exactly into 2 halves. But again, there may be variations which are occasionally seen. The labial outline is mildly convex with a crest of curvature located at the cervical third of the crown. The lingual outline has convexity representing the cingulum, followed by a concavity representing your lingual fossa, which again continues as a convexity representing the incisal ridge. The cervical line shows a noticeable degree of curvature towards the incisal ridge. The root is cone-shaped with a blunt apex. Distal aspect, there are only 2 variations. One is the cervical line, which has a lesser degree of curvature compared to the mesial surface, and then the second one is your incisal edge, which appears more thicker due to the convergence of the crown towards your distal end. From the incisal aspect, the incisal edge is exactly centered over the root. The labial face is usually broad and flat, which slopes lingually towards the cingulum, and that gives it a prominent curvature. The incisal edge and the incisal ridge can be clearly appreciated, and the mesiolabial and the distolabial line angles can again be clearly delineated on the incisal aspect.